Welcome to the Coin Age. We are back in World of Warships Legends. Today we're going to work a little bit more on getting the campaign done. And I'm either going to be a complete nutter potato or I'm going to have some fun. Hopefully for the latter. Let's see. There we go. Go ahead and get started here.
Steel yourselves for the grand battle ahead.
Oh, let's see. Got no destroyers over here to spot, so I can only hope for my cruisers to spot for me. But the likelihood of that happening is very, very slim. Does remind me, it's a tier 6, tier 7 match.
A foe emerges into our view.
Shit. Best thing I can do is get this fucking turn done and over with. And just hope for the best at the moment. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome.
My divine sight has revealed the target's location.
Don't be afraid to say hi. Hey, both of the destroyers are over there, so I'm not too worried. Atlantico I'm a little worried about, but it's the Atlantico. Gonna be a little bit worried about that. Gotta get around this island. Of course, we can't get a shot on it. Why does that not surprise me? And we're spotted. We can only hope they hit, because that was just a quick fire.
This destroyer has appeared in our sights.
14,000 damage quick shot, so that ain't too bad. Now we know the collie's around here, so if we give up our broadside to it, it's still gonna, yeah, it's still gonna hurt like a bitch.
Reverse course now. Keep your resolve. Support is nearing. Summon my disciples. Lend me your fire.
I say most of his shots should be hitting that island.
Torpedoes lie directly in our path.
Yeah, I can overmatch this bow or stern of the collie because it doesn't have a 32mm bow, so. I can take on 2 collies as long as I'm bow tanking them. But for our, it looks like our entire team's moving over to this side, which is a bad thing.
Battleship emerges into our view.
It's able to still get 1 gun to fire over. It's just kind of.
Battleship emerges into our view.
Yeah. That should finish the collie off.
By our hands, a foe's battleship has fallen.
It actually got a decent hit on me there. That should have been a lot harder than that.
The flames rise.
If I can get my cruisers to actually come around and help me, you know, it wouldn't be so bad, but I've got nobody spotting for me.
Protection of our stronghold.
And you know, as a battleship, not having anybody spot for you can be a bad thing.
Behold, the problem is conquered.
Wow, they should have cleared that and they fucking didn't. Ain't that some bullshit? So we know we got a collie around here. We're gonna have to push ourselves around this island. We don't have a choice.
The enemy team asserts dominion.
He's gonna get a torp run on me and not a fucking thing I can really do about it.
Torpedoes lie directly in our path.
If my cruiser on the left would have actually pushed a little bit on the outside of the island where he could have kept this fucker spotted, then he does none of that. This comes down to people knowing their position, know what to do for their position, and to actually help their team out. The Constellation doesn't have a 32mm bow, if I remember correctly, either. But like I said, I could have taken on the two Colorados over there with very little effort. It's just when they're not being spotted, kind of makes it a little rough.
Engage.
At that range, honestly, 16-inch shells, 50 caliber, should have completely and utterly destroyed that cruiser. But it is what it is. Now, personally, I think the Kansas is a little bit more accurate than the Iowa. It's just my opinion. The only difference really between their guns is, if I'm correct, these are 45 caliber, where the Iowas are 50. I can't remember exactly. Let's see, what's my range? .7. And yep, I got shells coming into me. Doesn't actually surprise me. Got a Kansas over here. I do need to prepare for engaging on this Kansas. And more than likely their destroyer is going to probably come around the island too. Yeah, their Kansas got spotted for a split second, but I was prepared for it. Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in a position where I win this fight. Yeah, as long as I can keep clipping him for more than what he's clipping me for, I got this fight won. Doesn't look like he's trying to fight me anymore. Okay. And he's shooting HE now.
The flames rise.
Also trying to avoid that little bastard.
Aha! My divine sight has revealed
Our
the target's
team
location.
reigns supreme. Behold, the problem is conquered.
Stand before our might.
I mean, yeah, right now I've only got 2 guns on target, but that's alright. I mean, that Kansas was so advert trying to kill me that...
By my wrath, an enemy destroyer has been obliterated.
Now, I'm going to assume he did get his torps off. That's what I'm going to assume. So I'm turning to prep for him.
Our team
The only bad part about the
reigns
Kansas is
supreme.
really fucking slow, so... You gotta really rely on its damage that it can output and its range.
Allies rain down support fire like the ancient volcano.
Our triumph is imminent.
Like, for example, me going out to the Veneto, probably not the best thing for me to do. Me starting to get them in range for the other side. No, my goal there was to stop the Kansas from coming around and boxing us in. Which he could have very well easily done. especially with the destroyer that came around with him. He could have boxed us in with very little effort. Now we know where their last destroyer is. We may have the ship advantage, but they still have ship preference advantage, which is them having that destroyer. Um, yeah, good destroyer captain. He could probably take out all the battleships with. He could probably take out all the battleships if he's a really good destroyer captain. See, what I like is when, your entire team don't go to one side. Because if your entire team goes to one side and 2 or 3 ships from the enemy team go to the other side, they now have a full crossfire on you that you can't stop. You can't do anything about it. You now have a choice. Either turn your bow towards the ones that have you in the crossfire, or continue the fight that you're fighting with the ones in front of you. So if you spawn on the right side, defend the right side. That's always the best aspect. Always try to defend your side. Don't try to overpush to the other side. Now, if your side is completely won, you've gotten all the ships down, then start moving to the other side. Start getting crossfires on them. Start taking the other ships out one by one, and it's how you win. Now, where this little shit is hiding at right now, I don't. Oh, he sent Torps after the Richelieu. Just wish this spotter plane worked better than what it does. I really do.
By our hands, a foe's cruiser has fallen.
Now, where their little destroyer is, I don't have a clue. And he's probably going to just run the timeout. He's over there by the mast. You know what? I'm going to bring out a ship. I've only got it for 7 days, so I might as well try it out, I do like trying to bounce between different tiers. Might actually be a longer start than what I'm used to. Oh, say that and it starts. Okay. So one of the things we want to do is carrier. We want to support one side or the other. mean, in likelihood, we try to support both sides the best we can, but we support where we can when we can.
Battle starts.
Now, the reason I'm instantly going over to support these guys is because it looks like the majority of our team is heading towards A. So I'm going to try to help these guys win D.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Attention. Reporting the target position. Affirmative. Fighter airborne. Stations. Concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, it's got a wider spread than what I'm used to. Nope. But that was enough to make the destroyer back off. Yeah, the Western bombs are a little tricky. I wish the Enterprise's AP bombs were like the Westers, because sometimes the Westers hit extremely fucking hard and citadel the shit out of a battleship, and sometimes they do nothing. Last time I played the Enterprise, their torpedo bombers did great. Loved their torpedo bombers. Their AP bombers, not so much. That was just a quick drop, get in there, do my job, get the fuck out. Okay, we got one of their cruisers, so that's a plus. So on these streams, I'm going to start trying to do a variety of ships, not just, oh, I'm going to stick strictly with battleships, I'm going to strictly carriers, or strictly destroyers. I'm going to do everything I can to try to get the different ships in, so everybody can get a shot on what they can do with them, what they can't do with them, or be like, hey, if he can do this with them, maybe I can do this with them, or, you know, just give different aspects of the ships. Or, hey, I never thought about that before. Now me, I see where their destroyers are. I see where I don't want to be. Yeah, both of their destroyers are on the same fucking side. Personally, I think, and it's still, I understand it's only 2 cruisers, but you're allowing this side to be extremely overly pushed. You know, you've had a carrier over here supporting you this entire time. I don't mind getting assisted ribbons as a carrier. I really don't. I'm a carrier. If I don't get that last hit, 9 times out of 10, I don't get the kill. So I understand this. I know somebody that plays carriers be like, man, I should have gotten that kill. It was my kill. It's like, dude, if you're not the one that gets the last hit on them, 9 out of 10 times, you ain't getting that kill. I am a little upset that my torch did not activate there. This is supposed to have more planes and all the plane, you know, than normal, and yeah, I can see the respawn on it. It's just not that great.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
So both of the cruisers on this side have died. Yeah, their destroyers have free range now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, this carrier seems like it's very, very easy to deplane. And I'm doing everything I would do on carriers normally, switching constantly between the planes, all that. As a premium ship, you would think it'd be a little bit better. I mean, I'm not saying it's a complete and utter terrible ship. I mean, it... Yeah. No. Torpedoes seem like they are a tad bit slower than, like, the Ranger would have. But not much. I think the biggest problem I would have with the torpedoes is how they spread when they drop. That would really be the only problem I have with them. Because that one not activating could be just me just not getting it off when I should have, and, you know, an error on my part rather than the error on the actual game. Might as well see if I can't hit it. It did hit, just didn't do any damage. Yeah, with the Ranger, I'd be a lot higher in damage. A lot higher. Like I said, it could be as simple as the way this ship is designed. It could be it's the first time I'm playing it, so I'm learning all the little quirks about it. It could be a multitude of things. So we know their destroyer's hiding over there now. So what do? We go and hit what we can. I've been having trouble hitting destroyers this match. So I'm going after... And only one of them got off. It is what it is. Still gonna hit.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Now this is one of those times where I'm actually working on protecting my destroyer. So I'm going to try to keep fighters in the air around him. Now those two fires are just going to slowly lick away at itself. Because I know the flood got instantly damage con. It's the only bad part about carriers. You don't get to control the damage cons. In my opinion. That's one of the biggest downsides. And I got the carrier by fire. Wasn't a completely terrible play. So, wasn't completely shit. Like I said, I like to bounce around on the ships I play. Actually, come to think of it, not that one, this one. Okay. So these are just earning XP is all these are. Now there are certain destroyers I will try to avoid when I'm playing a destroyer just because they're a gunboat and I'm a Shima and not a gunboat, I'm a torpedo boat. I have won gunfights with gunboats before. Uh, with Shima, I've won against gunboats before. Would I recommend it? No. Okay. We know most of this is going to be legendary, so. There's what, tier 8? So most of the fight's going to be probably over sea. Like two crews. They had the Worcester and the Hindenburg.
Engine boost
Action
activated.
stations.
Let's give them a hard time.
See, since I spawn middle, I can go to either side. The only reason I'm going this side is because I got a funny feeling most of the enemy team's going to be spotted over here. Which is fine and dandy, it's just where the support needs to be done, where it doesn't need to be done. There's a lot of things that you try to put into play to actually make things work right. And as a destroyer captain, you're trying to do extra because you're trying to spot for your team. You're trying to capture points. And you're also trying to do damage.
Teammate, I need your support. I need intelligence.
Now, why the battleship is going all the way to the back of the map, I don't understand why.
Enemy
force detected.
Okay, he'll be out of my range for torps.
We've been spotted.
Okay, our
Spotted.
cap is still going up, which is a good thing. I'm trying to hope and... Okay, that means now they have at least a destroyer in here.
Nice work. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Roger.
Engine boost deactivated.
Okay, there's a small end.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
We've been spotted.
Well, ain't that about a bitch. Yeah, at that point it's time to get my happy little ass out of there.
Acknowledged. Teammate, I need your support.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
So I'm not trying to hide behind the island. I'm actually trying to pull something off to actually try to help the team out.
Teammate, I need your support. Acknowledged.
Capture that area. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Enemy
That's what I
destroyer
was hoping
down.
he was dumb enough to do, is just stay in his fucking smoke screen. Now I'm located.
Attention, reporting the target position.
We've been spotted.
I want to stay in here so I can get my cap points.
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target. All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
So we got rid of their Shima. They still got one more. That's a shit.
Smoke generator started. Critical engine damage. Torpedoes to starboard. Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, that's a
Critical
shit.
engine damage.
He launched his entire fucking spread at me. I didn't think he'd be on top of me that fucking quick with that many torps. I figured he would have had to use some of them, but
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
it is what it is. I mean, you can only do so much when you get caught as a destroyer. See about bringing out the Conqueror. Why is that doing that? I should have known though. He was throwing those fucking torpedoes because he didn't start the gunfight until a few seconds after I got my guns off, so I should have known. Now with this ship, I very rarely run AP. If I'm correct, British HE shells in this game actually have a higher pen than most countries.
Behold, the conflict unfolds.
I do need to be careful though, because I can take a hit at any moment that can hurt. Now he starts moving. Well, at least he's being nice enough to let me pass on by him. Okay. So that means their little destroyer may not be over here. Not a flak going up into the air. This is where I was kind of hoping that the my little destroyer buddy over here would actually get it, because he's a gun.
Flames have engulfed our ship.
Now I'm letting that fire burn. Problem is, I don't have a destroyer spotting for me now. He has gone completely off the fucking rails. Where he's going at the moment, I don't have a clue.
Foe's destroyer now lies within our gaze.
See, this is the thing. I'm being shot at. I can't return the fire because I don't have a destroyer spotting for me. No matter what, I'm going to take that fucking torpedo. No matter what, I'm taking that one.
Our vessel's armor has been breached below the surface. We're flooding.
No shit. He's a gearing. You can win this gunfight every day of the week.
The complication is resolved. Direct all fire at that ship. Smite them.
Problem is, I still don't have any spotting for me. Yes, the little destroyer is trying to hide his little ass over here. But me not having any spotting really does take its toll on you. As a battleship captain. Because if they're spotting you, their team is full on spotting you, and their team is out of range of you to actually spot them, then guess what? You're going to take a bunch of fucking damage and not be able to return any of it. That is why destroyers' roles are so key of spot the enemy. Because see, he could go around these islands without ever being spotted, light them up for me, now, I know what that fucking thing has for guns. So, I know what that one has. Really? I know I got a conch over here I gotta worry about. No, those three ships are battle carriers, so they're just gonna hide behind the island and launch their planes. If I'm correct, the Akai's actually got Yamato guns on her. I'm putting my shells right where they fucking need to be too. See? Just randomly putting the planes out. They don't know where I am.
Torpedoes charge toward our starboard side.
But they are just randomly putting out a full fucking spread of torpedoes. And because the amount that they put out, it's hard to avoid at short range. Now see, if our destroyer okay, this is what gets me. You're a destroyer, you can't be spotted normally until you get within like 5 kilometers of the enemy. Spot for me. go out of your smoke, don't fire your fucking guns, drop torpedoes, do that kind of thing. Stop trying to be a hero. Let the battleships do their job. Let us do what we need to do. Really? And then I'm actually not getting any fire, which is actually kind of amazing. I'm going to take a hit here. Yeah, they caught me in the turn. But they're using their planes as a defensive mechanism, which is, I mean, it's smart. It's just a pain in the ass. Okay, wasn't getting any fires to what I'm getting now. I'd rather have one fire than two at one time. I am going to try to put as much fire on target as I can. Now I'm trying to put myself in a position where I'm not seen, but I can still push out damage. Yeah, they have, if I'm correct, they have all the same armor, guns, and everything that a Yami has. Yami or Musashi.
The foe's battleship is vanquished.
I still got one ship actively burning. Or at least I did have one actively burning. Let's see if we can't set it back on fire. It's alright. But because now the destroyer's like, okay, I'm going to start spotting for my teammate. Things like that start to happen. Now the Defiance is a nice little cruiser. It's got 3 turrets on its on the front. Probably in a 1v1 because he has more health than I do. I lose this fight. But because he's not concentrating on me, that does give me a slight advantage. However slight an advantage you can have is better than none. If your slight advantage is, oh, he's shooting at my teammate, take advantage of that. Now, I just made him damage con. That means the next thing that happens to him, flood, fire, whatever, he's going to take damage from it.
Magnificent display.
See, right there, the advantage I gave my team was I forced him to damage con because I instantly put 2 fires on him. Me fighting a conch, he puts 2 fires on me. I'm probably not going to damage con those 2 fires right away. I'm going to see if he, within the next 30 seconds, if he puts another round on top of me. I will only play the Minotaur if I have somebody that I'm actually working with as a teammate, and they're a destroyer. Like I said, the Defiance can be fun, but it is what it is. Let's see. Like I said, we're going to be jumping around. Okay, tier 5, tier 6. I want to support the left side, but that's a lot of open water to cover. It's a lot of open water.
Steel yourselves for the grand battle ahead.
That's why I said it's a lot of water to cover.
An enemy force is on the horizon.
They had a destroyer just come up mid is what they did. No, but that's 10 grand in fucking damage I didn't need to take. So, you're a carrier player and you target the enemy's carrier at the start of the map, you're asking for your carrier to be deplaned. That's what you're asking for.
Allies rain down support fire like the ancient volcano.
And I'm still spotted. See, here's the thing. Both of our destroyers over in B, it's fine, they're fighting one destroyer. There's a destroyer somewhere over here near A, and he's able to keep us spotted for his team. And we don't get anything where we can actually do anything. There's a cruiser over there. Okay. You know what? I'll trade a destroyer for destroyer any day of the week.
Foe's battleship has appeared in our sights.
Yeah, we got destroyer and carrier over here fucking with us.
The enemy has discovered us.
Now, why the destroyer over there is going completely around B with the cruiser, I don't know. Knowing that there one destroyer is over here, right? And their other destroyer has been killed. You should know that, oh, all I gotta deal with is this New Mexico coming up. I drop a couple torps, make him change direction, make him do this, make him do that. And then get in there and get it capped. Now see, I'm located, which is what it is. I'm a battleship, I'm gonna be spotted most of the fucking time anyways. I'm just hoping to get this turn off before the collie decides to smack the shit out of me like he just did. You know what? You can only smack me one time. Like that broadside. So I get behind the fucking island. So, here's the thing. I'm not spotted, which is fine by me. I am located, which is what it is. Located is not the same as spotting. You just get the general direction I'm in. But now I'm spotted. Question is it by the... Now see, if it's by that damn battleship, he should be showing up.
Unleash divine wrath upon Mark 1.
I don't try to knock people's guns out, but it happens from time to time. Now here I am just I'm just too low on health to allow him to go. If I'm going to take the hit, let it happen while I'm still in repairs. Here's the thing, I need the cruiser to be fucking in front of me, not behind me.
The problem is conquered. Fighter rises.
This is where cruiser players get it wrong. A battleship can take damage, but they can't sustain damage from a fucking destroyer. And I can't sustain damage from a destroyer and somebody that's being a little bitch and shooting HE. If he's trying to complete the fucking things that were up, hey, set this fire, do this amount of fire. You gotta do that in American ships before anybody bitches at me for that. It's gotta be done in American.
The problem is conquered.
All allies rain down support fire like the ancient volcano.
Now, for some reason, it's not giving me that. Oh, I'm dead.
By my wrath, the enemy battleship
Here's the
has been
thing. He may have
obliterated.
burned me, done this, done that. Kali got the kill because he used AP. I wish our cruiser would have pushed up a little sooner. He didn't necessarily have to push around the island, but be that buffer between battleship and destroyer would have helped. But it is what it is. You know, ships can only take but so much damage. Now here, I plan on going towards A. Because there should be enough ships over to defend C and B. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Please don't be afraid to say hi. And no, I'm not strictly just staying in carriers. I am bouncing around from ship to ship to ship. We'll see how well this does.
Enemy force detected.
Okay, my squadron's been detected. That means there's a destroyer nearby, more than likely. Fucking AA. Oh, that one should have fucking hit. But I am surprised not to see a destroyer coming through A. Means if he's not coming through A, did he go over to the other side and join them? Or is he trying to circle around these islands? Okay, Pensie's down. Arizona got our Pensie. Now there is one thing I don't know if a lot of people would agree with, but the AA in the game kind of needs a little bit of adjustment. I think AA at higher tiers should be doing a lot more than what it does. AA at lower tiers should be doing a little bit less than what it does. Okay, both of their destroyers have shown their hands.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Which means I gotta fight twice as hard to fight this side off. Because my team's concentrating on destroyers over there, so I'll be more than happy to fight twice as hard to get these battleships under control. Fucking ships are getting lucky on their spreads, I'll tell you that much. Ain't gonna get lucky on that one. If he gets lucky and they missed, I was gonna be actually a little upset on that one. Yeah, if my team can dominate that side, if they can actually destroy that side, I think alone I can hold this side with the destroyer over here.
Destination reached.
The way the AA is coming off of this one, it feels more like a premium ship, honestly. Because it's competing with Americans and the AA the Americans have. I think the only reason he's firing his guns is he just realized that, oh, he just damaged constant fires. Here's a question. Can a carrier 1v1 a battleship? We all know it can. But can it 1v1 a battleship in enough time
Autopilot mode enabled.
to save the match? That's where the question really comes in.
Fighter airborne.
Now see, that side's been dealing with a carrier harassing them and everything else. You know, they forced me to defend this side. That's what my team did. And that's what happens when you're... Okay, so here's the thing. When you force a carrier to defend a side by himself, and don't get me wrong, I had the destroyer over here, which I'm grateful for, but you have forced me to defend a side with no other support other than a destroyer. It's not going to go well for the team. It just isn't. That means I can't help support you, I can't do this, I can't do what I'm supposed to be able to do as a carrier, go back and forth. Wherever side needs my help, that's where I'm at. No, I'm being forced to concentrate my full power on one area. And that's all I can do at the time. There's a reason it's a team game and not a solo game.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Because now their carrier's already targeting me. Now the one battleship I was targeting decided to say, fuck you, and I'm leaving the area. So with a cruiser on their team who can get to me rather quickly, a carrier on their team who can get to me rather quickly, and if I'm correct, that cruiser's full health. No, it's not.
Critical engine damage.
But the thing is, the Saturov knows what it needs to do. It just needs to drop planes to just stop me from getting my full payload on the target. That's all it needs to do. No, their team was smart. They sent a couple over, just a couple, to harass this side. I can't fucking move because my engine was destroyed because, yeah, it likes to do whatever the hell it wants with my damage content. What my destroyer doing right now, I don't have a fucking clue. I'm over here fighting by myself with no fucking help. And this is the thing. I was fighting this side by myself from the very beginning of the fucking match. The very beginning, I was fighting this side. Unfortunately, this ain't like real life where a carrier can do it all.
Problem solved, sir.
I mean, here's the thing. Of course, I'm going to get a Killer Sky because I am the only one that he's going after. I have pulled the entire enemy team to me. You know, you pull the entire enemy team to one fucking ship, it's not going to survive very fucking long. And instead of our destroyer trying to intercept, to actually intercept, he's just running around trying to get caps, which does nothing for us at this point in the game. If he intercepts, if he does his job, we're fine. I may have been able to do more. But I can't do much when your entire team goes to one side and a carrier and a destroyer are made to hold the whole side. A carrier can only do but so much. And I'm sorry, at 95,000 damage as a carrier, tier 5, and being deplaned at the same fucking time, that's, yeah. Really get tired of the fucking Xbox doing this dumb shit. But no, this arrow did get a lucky hit to knock out my engine, and that's caused most of my damage coming in. Now I'm going to do in this ship what I don't do in any other ship other than a destroyer, and that's I'm going to go up middle.
Capture that area.
Affirmative.
Now, the destroyer is probably somewhere right around that island.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
I want to see if I can't catch the destroyer off guard. Then again, I could be completely wrong and it not be a destroyer. but I'm pretty sure I'm right on the money. And of course I'm being detected, which means I need to get the flying fuck out of here.
Engine boost deactivated.
Yeah, it's not really much that you can do as a destroyer when you're spotted and you're going to have an entire team fucking shooting at you. The noise is probably what radared me up. I am located. Yeah, unfortunately, there is only so much you can do as a destroyer. I am going to probably end up in a very, very bad spot here.
Torpedoes to port.
We've been spotted.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Smoke generator started.
I'm not even fucking detected, and they're able to get those shots right where they fucking need to.
Smoke screen set.
Again, most of our team is to one side of the map. I'm trying to at least counteract the cap here. And what you know.
Engine boost activated. Main turret critically damaged. Problem solved, sir. Critical engine damage.
Really? Where the fuck did he come from to shoot me? It's a destroyer that fucking killed me. I didn't. I got pinned. That Shima wasn't going to beat me. There was no way he had me beat. This is the problem sometimes with people. Stop running to one side of the fucking map. I mean, I can put any ship out there. They're only going to be able to take so much damage, and they're only going to be able to do all but so much. If your entire... See, this whole strategy of running to one side of the map did not kick off until they did the carrier update a while back. Ever since then, it's been almost your entire team going to one side of the map. And it screws you over more times than it helps you. Oh, somebody's already got the Indiana unlocked. Now, in cruiser-wise, I'd say they have the more powerful cruisers for when they hit. We have the faster shooting cruisers. So we'll see. Now, if this destroyer, who is not even moving right now. Now, see, this becomes problematic. Now, the nice part is they have nothing. Well, they do have the Akai that can overmatch me, if what I've heard about that is correct. But I'm more worried about their destroyers than I am their battleships. Because I can smack the shit out of a battleship with this one. Now me, I don't want to push any further out than what I have to. He is running behind an... Okay. He's not spotted. I am now spotted. Okay. Which means I am going to take a fucking beating if any of their ships are in line to shoot me. I am not going to push any farther out than I have to right now. And unfortunately, honestly, this spotter plane is actually... Free torps. That's why I wasn't pushing out any further than what I had to. Yeah, I just took damage because our destroyer just lost the fight. So now I don't have a choice. I've got to get on the fucking move. Yep. Our destroyer put us behind as soon as he went behind the fucking island. We were instantly fucking behind at that point. So you know what? At this point, I do not care. They have two destroyers, and guess what? They're both fucking over here. It doesn't matter. I know some of you guys are probably saying, don't give up, don't give up. I'm dead. The other battleship is going to fucking die. Both destroyers are over here. We have nothing to counter them. If you don't understand how to play the ship in a legendary match, don't play the fucking ship. I threw my Yami away because I just did not care no more. If my team can come back and win, go right the fuck ahead. I'm not going to deal with the idiocy. That is me just not caring anymore at that point. Our destroyer went behind the island. They instantly had spot on us. They had 2 destroyers over there. He was never spotted until he was about to die. A destroyer player can make or break your game. Once I spotted that Akai, it was I'm just going to give him free fucking damage at this point. I don't care. I don't normally give up on matches like that, but I mean, come on. You didn't. You're a destroyer player. You dropped your fucking torps and went and hid behind an island. That's all he did. Drops his torps. I'm gonna go hide now. You're not a cruiser. You're a destroyer. You can stay unspotted to less than 5.5 kilometers or more. I've seen destroyer players that don't get spotted within 4.5. But if you're just going to throw your fucking life away, I don't... What's the fucking point in trying when now you just made your side unwinnable by 2 battleships? It's him going around that island is very predictable. That's why the 2 destroyers knew where the fuck to go. It wasn't that he was easily killed or this. He was predictable. Me, after that, I'm either going to take torps from the front or I'm going to get torps from the side. And I got fucking 18.1 shooting at me. There is no scenario where I walk away from that and I actually live. Now, our destroyer player is going in B, capping, smart idea. He's also spotting at the same time. He knows there's going to be too much for him to deal with over here at A, which, fully understandable. Now there's no spotting going out. Now it becomes problematic. Now, this is another thing. The entire right side of my team is coming to this side. The entire side is coming over here now. How the fuck is that helpful?
This cruiser has appeared in our sights.
Unless we can kill ships like one after another, this is not going to work. Honestly, if I would have known the entire team was coming over here, I would have already sailed to the other side. Because I'm in a fucking battleship, trying to make that change is not that easy. The most threatening battleship is that one right there at B. If I can clear this and hit him every time where he can't hit me, I will take that every day of the week. On a Cali? Yeah.
Ally, stand with me as we face our foes.
Yeah, saying stand with me while we face our foes ain't gonna mean shit if we can't actually kill them. So we got a battleship, 2 cruisers over here. So they've already got 1 point capped. We have none.
Wrath upon Mark 1.
And honestly, if you get stuck on the map, your ship needs to start taking damage until you get off of the edge of the map. Because there'll be some players that just use the side of the map to run down the side, so you can't aim at them. What he's doing, actually. And I hope those shells hit him and destroy him. Okay, that wargaming, make it to where they start taking damage. Because he is purposely turning onto the edge of the map, and that's all he's doing. Now, my entire team is over here. That means killing ships should be easy. Of course, if I could hit the fucking broadside of a barn, it'd be easy.
The flames rise.
Summon my disciples.
Now,
Lend me your fire.
me going around to engage with that battleship, not the smartest idea. He should have been dead. These shots ricocheting off a fucking cruiser. The thing is, their entire team is still the fuck alive right now.
Behold,
We don't have a cap,
Rome is
they have
conquered.
2. The King George is going to probably stay behind that island, see what the hell he can do. That's what he's going to do. Devonshire knows he's lost the fight over here, so he's running. Me, I'm trying to reposition myself to engage with the ones coming. Now, is this King George foolish enough to actually come around? And does no damage. Love it. Put him up high where it needs to be, and still doesn't no damage. But yet, I was clapping the shit out of the California over a fucking mountain. Now that's the hood.
Cover our advance with the fury of Olympus. Unleash divine wrath upon Mark 1.
Yeah, you really gotta be careful when you're controlling the hood, because one bad shot, one bad positioning, and somebody shooting at you, they got you.
The enemy team asserts dominion. A masterful strike. The
Now he's got
flames
almost
rise.
no health left. Instead of wasting torpedoes, shoot your guns.
The fury of Olympus on the target. Let none stand before our might.
I knew torps were coming, but
The hull is breached.
ship stopped turning, I guess?
Swiftly do the waters rise against us.
No, now we have to push out of a
Through
pressed
mere
position.
5 minutes. Behold, the problem is conquered.
Oh, there was a lag spike. Sure.
The flames rise.
They have 3 ships left. We have to fight out of a pressed position, which actually gives them the advantage here, not us.
By my wrath, an enemy cruiser has been obliterated.
Come on. They have us pressed, and our team's not pushing. I all but killed the fucking Cali. Thank you. I get a fucking helping hand because I've been a part of 6 kills. In all reality, we don't win this. But that is where I'm going to end the stream at for tonight, fellas. Hope you enjoyed it. This will be uploaded to YouTube. Please give me a like, share, and follow over there. And please give me a follow here on Twitch. It really helps the channel out. I hope to see you all in the next stream.